It's week 6 of the NFL, and our focus is on Amari Cooper. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Eagles and the Bears under the lights on Thursday night.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight we kick off week 6. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 88 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Jackson now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And his kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Here's Smith now on second down. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That's caught left side by Hardman. Down the left sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. Back to the ground, Achane. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Patterson. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Patterson will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On on third down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Results in a fourth down.
And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were. 982 and counting.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Hopkins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Greg Dortch returning. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They go play action with Jackson. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard
Jackson.
line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36.
That's good for Eagles first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Eagles 3.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Jackson. That's to Mayer, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Jackson. It gets it right back to Mayer. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Geno. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Bears.
Here's Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Smith. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bears first down.
From the 50, it's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Bears! DK Metcalf, 50 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And Smith's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Smith. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And it's 3rd down.
Smith on 3rd down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Jackson on second down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Out of the gun, Smith. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, 34 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run with Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. From the red zone now, Smith. Touchdown, Bears! DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first half touchdowns. And the Bears are pouring it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles 10. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last series form a little disappointing. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
Smith. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Throwing is Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium, as that promises to be a tight one. Excellent games in the late afternoon.
Well,
and
we'll
one more to highlight.
Break then,
a good
skipping
one on Monday Night Football
back to the field for
between
the start
the
of the
Detroit
second
Lions
half.
and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now Geno. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 50, it's Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now Smith. Completes it to Hardman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing again is Smith. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here. But that's a good start to the 2nd half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Jackson. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. Oh, some strong running. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
We'll throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Chicago.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Here's Smith. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Bears have got it on cruise control. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Greg Dortch now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson. It gets it right back to Mayer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. It's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. Maybe good with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still need a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now it's Patterson. Now it's Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Takes it to about the 37. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Patterson again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Patterson running between the tackles. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Geno. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, Smith. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 19-yard line.
Now it's Smith. Open man here is Conklin. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Smith throwing again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Geno now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. T.J. Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Third down, here's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Now Jackson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for an Eagles.
Now Jackson. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Toss left side, Patterson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
Bart, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 8. Again, Patterson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. A bullet throw, but incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson pushing through the contact. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
1st down Bears.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.